There are more and more jobs that can be done more efficiently and better by computers that right now we still don't think of as being computer jobs. But take the example of cars. We know that Mercedes already has a truck that in the prototype stage can drive itself on the roads with the technology that we have. And Google has its self-driving cars. All right, well, I mean, what does that do for the taxi industry? What does that do for the trucking industry? What does it do to the truck drivers and the taxi drivers? And so there are, I mean, this is going to be more and more of an issue where jobs may disappear because the technology is so advanced that you don't need human beings. Now, it sounds still like science fiction, but in fact the rate of increase of the power of computing is so great that people assume that 10 years from now we will have on the road self-driving cars. I mean, they're in a test phase right now already, but it'll take a while to get that far. And as I mentioned, you can look it up on Google. I mean, put auto driving or self-driving trucks and Mercedes, and they're investing in that. So when we think about jobs that require still today human beings, in the future, be it 5, 10, or maybe 30 years, but in the future, those jobs will disappear. In my country, what we have been doing is trying to give students as much IT education as possible, so that, I mean, again, I argue that in the future all jobs will require a knowledge of IT. So we have in our university already a program on law and IT, a joint program, because so much of what happens in IT has impact on law, and so much of, I mean, there are issues such as who owns software, or who stole a certain piece of software, who owes what money, intellectual property rights. I mean, that's just one example. On the other side, we have laws that are not really up to date on the power of computing, which touches upon, say, privacy issues. So, I mean, that's one example. We are a very developed e-governance system. But what's e-governance? It actually is public administration plus IT. So we have a joint program in a master's in public administration and a master's in IT, because you have to know both. And this is true of, I think, everything, will be true of everything in the future.